Hi guys, in today's video I want to talk to you about the Makeup by Mario Soft Pop Blush Stick. This is in the shade Pale Petal. It is £32. You do get a lot of product for that. That is quite a lot actually, but this was I bought this and the contour stick at the same time. I've already done a video that I'll link below of the contour stick, and I enjoyed this, so I wanted... Well, no, I must have bought them at the same time, so I don't know why I'm saying that. But I wanted to try them both because I've seen videos of them and they both look like they are amazing, basically. I was told, because I don't really understand blush, to use a cream blush. So I thought this was good, and the shade is quite sort of neutral, so I'm hoping that it will work. I have tried it before and I like the colour. I'm still very much learning, but what I've discovered is that the brush for me doesn't work, because the way it works for me is to put it on my hand and then take it off my hand, and you can't really do that. Actually, you could do that. I will try that. Sorry, my brain was thinking you couldn't do that because it's attached to the thing, but if I'm putting it on my hand, it doesn't really matter. So I'll try one side with the brush and one side with my own brush, which is just the Real Techniques. I think it's number 200 brush, which I find is good for blush and like contour. So yeah, this is the packaging, a lot of people say is quite sort of cheap feeling, but I think it's fine. This is the brush that you get with it. It's got these little sort of knobbles on. Let me show you the whole product actually. This is what the whole thing looks like. It's like pretty standard Makeup by Mario packaging. It is nice and sort of clean and classy looking. People moan about this sort of rattliness, and yeah, I guess it does rattle a bit, but it feels, you know, sturdy enough to me. This is the colour of it. This is the Pale Petal, like I say. It's a good mid pink for me. Like, I don't really know what I'm doing with blush, as you'll know if you follow my channel. And I'm drawn to like bright pinks. So this is bright enough for me, but I've seen it on other people and it looks like it goes on fairly sort of naturally. So I'm hoping this, I mean, I have tried it before, this isn't the first time, but every time I do it, I feel like it's different. So I'm going to try it now with the brush that it came with and just go in here with it. See, I really like the colour. It's definitely the colour I'm trying to achieve. But I don't, it's just, the problem is I have redness here and here anyway, so I just feel like maybe I'm fighting a losing battle with blush, because it's always just gonna look a bit like I've been punched in the face. So that is with the brush. I'll blend it in a sec, but I just want to try it with the other one. This is the other brush. I watched a video again where they sort of put it on their hand and they get it in the brush before going in with the brush on their face, and that has worked for me in the past. See, I don't know if you can see that. It's definitely a lot heavier on that side, but I guess that's because I went in straight away. It's so frustrating for me because it's, when I look at the colour I think, oh yeah, that's the colour that I want, but then when I look at my face I think I just look weird. What do you think? I mean, obviously it needs blending in and softening with some powder or whatever, but like, I mean, this brush does blend it in better. Like, I don't know whether this brush would blend. I mean, according to the Makeup by Mario, well, actually it's not on their site, it's on another video I watched, it says that you should just put it on, like draw it on and then pat it in using this brush. But for me, see, now I just feel like I look odd. Whereas on this side, I feel like it's a bit more natural, but that might just be that I've put too much on. But like, I just don't understand it. Like, when other people do blush, they go in and they just whack it all over their face and it looks great. But for some reason, when I do it, I just think it makes me look odd. But it might be because I've spent my whole life trying to diffuse my redness, so it doesn't make sense to me to put it back on. So, I mean, like now, that does look like it's supposed to, I think, like it's just given a little sort of pop of colour. I like the colour, like I say, the tone of it is nice. I like the consistency of it. The problem is me, basically, which it seems to be a common theme at the moment. I'm trying not to take it personally, but it seems like when I put these things on, like if they were to go on anyone else, and when I watch videos of other people putting them on, they look amazing, but when I put them on, it looks odd. And this is often the case with blush. I mean, right now I've kind of diffused it with powder. It looks all right, I think, but it also doesn't really look like there's anything there. I don't know, what do you think? Can you even tell? Is it a good colour? Maybe I'm doing the wrong colour. I don't know. Anyway, that's all I've got to say about it, really. You get a decent amount of money for decent amount of product for £32. It is a nice consistency, it is a nice colour. I think maybe I'm going back to thinking powder blushes are better for me, because you can just sort of sweep them on. See, now I look at it, I think actually I do quite like it. I have no idea. But I'm glad I bought it, basically. The same as with the contour. I use it occasionally, but I'm sort of swaying more towards powder, which apparently is not what you're supposed to do if you're a lady of a certain age. So I don't know, we shall see. But like, I don't know if that was helpful in any way. I feel like a lot of my reviews are a bit like this, sort of inconclusive reviews, but like I'm just being honest, basically. If you've enjoyed this video in any way, then please like and subscribe. If you have any requests for any other videos, then please let me know, and I'll be happy to try and meet your needs. So that's it from me. Thanks very much for listening. Goodbye.